very good at the bosses.
What? There's no fucking way, bro.
Lay just sent me the exact same thing.
What?
Tahu is returning.
Apparently, Tahu is gonna be in minifigure series 29. Why do they have to say Tahu Bionicle, the red one? Fuck you. Fuck you.
The
red one.
The red one.
Being racist.
Fuck you.
Are we getting a minifigure Tahu? Interesting.
Yeah. Well, finally. I mean, it was gonna happen one day.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Now we're gonna get thousands and thousands of custom, the rest of them, and pre-printed parts and recolored parts and repaints, and it's gonna be a whole fucking can of worms. And then I'm sure
it'll be like
the Bionicle community is gonna have a million fucking. In spite of the fact that it's just a minifigure, that's just supposed to be a little tribute. Like
there'll be like a city. There'll be a city set that's like $100, and it'll have a Liwa minifigure like in a store or something like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta get that! I gotta get that!"
Well, the thing is, the CMF minifigure.
The Bionicle fan base will be insufferable. They'll be like, G3 confirmed! It's real! It's happening! And then on eBay, you'll have a billion bootleg, custom figures like the Sonic minifigures were for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm gonna need to get this. I'm gonna need to get one. It depends. It depends how it looks.
I looked at it and I was like, I responded to Kasai minifigure. Mm-hmm. That's all I care about.
You can make your
dude.
You can finally make Kasai.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another version.
You can make Kasai collects.
Apparently, it sounds like this because they're also gonna have Lloyd in it.
Lloyd.
So it sounds like it's gonna be some kind of Lego history,
Interesting.
That's
flashback.
Cool. Yeah. Johnny Thunder. Oh, they already made a Johnny Thunder.
Well, yeah, but they made 5 of them. They'll probably just make another.
They should make another Johnny.
They should make
Johnny Thunder.
There'll probably be another new colored spaceman.
Clutch powers.
Power.
Dude,
Minor.
That'd be sick.
Give me a power.
Like an original
Rock monster. Give me a rock monster. Give me a rock monster.
Clutch powers.
Oh, clutch powers would be awesome.
Yeah, not bullshit ass fraud powers.
Yeah, get them out of here.
They're probably gonna have. I mean, the nice thing about it being in the minifigure series is on the they do crazy printing on those Lego minifigure series figures. So but yeah, it's cool. I wonder if they're I wonder if they will string it along. Are they gonna now everyone Baka, or is it just gonna be one and done, or it'll be every 5 fucking years or some bullshit?
I mean, they love Tahu. Tahu's been the one to constantly.
Well, yeah, he's the poster Bionicle, right? If they're gonna do one Bionicle, it's Tahu, right? That's the way it is.
I mean, they are doing
the only other character.
Fucking throwback Ninjago again, for the third time. Yep. So maybe they'll put a first appearance Ninjago in the minifig series or something.
Oh yeah, maybe a Lloyd that looks like the first wave of Ninjago.
OG green suit style Lloyd.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. Anyway, sorry, Lego. I guess that news came 2 weeks ago, and I completely missed it. Whatever.
Oh really? This is old news.
Yeah, this is old news.
Why did Lay just send it to us?
I don't know. I don't know why I guess the Lego community hasn't talked about it, so I guess nobody fucking.
I like the top comment. I have a question. Is Lego Bionicle a good animation? I don't know how to answer that. And then the guy says, "Original lore is not an animation." It's the most alien responses I've ever seen to anything.
That's Bionicle fans for you.
Yep, they are goofy. Goofy Bionicle
People
fans.
are dumb. They're like, if he's a minifigure, is he gonna look like the Lego Bionicle minifigures from the? No, he's gonna look like a normal fucking minifigure. What the fuck is wrong with you,
dude?
Jesus
are they gonna bring back the molds from those stupid ass?
Bionicle fans are so stupid, bro. Oh my god.
They don't apply logic at all. There's no logic in those brains. It's just pure dream.
They give them a fucking inch and they take it 700 miles.
Yep.
Why do you think I hate them?
Why do you think you divorce yourself from them? Yeah, fair enough.
It's just a cool little thing, guys. Chill the fuck out, all right? Just a little guy.
No.
Just a little.
Just relax. That's exactly how I. No, that's how I felt when they did the little fucker in the creator set. That was a cute little guy, and everyone was pretending like it was the Return of God. Everyone was
Or the
like,
poly
"This is
bag.
the coming of
Yeah.
the yeah, the
Or
gift with purchase. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the box right over. I got them right over there. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
I don't know where mine is. I forgot.
There was an Anua faceplate sticker in a Monkey Kid set for some reason, and that's it.
They threw fucking needy Bionicle fans a bone. That's all.
Yep. Not enough of a bone though. They're fucking still
It's
starving.
annoying because every normal, like every other Legacy line that everyone else is fucking normal. Like, oh cool, they're doing a new Blacktron guy. That's fun. Oh cool, they're doing a new like this. That's kind of fun. Or
There's a new color of Space Minifig. Yay.
Yeah. Oh cool. But Bionicle fans are just like, I wonder if they should. What does it mean?
They think they're owed
on this minifigure, dude.
They think they're owed the world. They think they're like this is
because
like,
they think Bionicle saved Lego, but it was fucking Star Wars that mostly saved Lego. You know,
you can't
out of here. Dude.
I've heard that so many times, and it's like for fucking. Why do you think Star Wars is like their best-selling theme of all time? There's no fucking. Why do you think?
I haven't actually thought about Bionicle fans in probably a year-ish.
There you go. It's a good thing.
I fucking hate them. God. So glad I stopped doing that. Ugh.
Ty's seen PTSD.
Yeah,
it's okay, Ty.
Okay. Just gave him
breathe.
I know,
okay,
it's
come
over.
back to reality.
You're
past it.
God.
You're past it.
Ty, come back, please.
Trauma's over. All right. It's okay.
He just had like fucking soldier PTSD. Like, I just lost my friends in the war. Like,
Ty, you're like 11. You've been brutalized by the. You should live a happy.
You are like Papa.
You can go find your fucking waterfalls, Ty.
Yeah, go find your waterfalls.
Fucking 3 waterfalls. I guess
only 2, bro. Only 2.
No, there was 3. She passes 1 and then she sees 2.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah. Somebody wasn't paying attention.
I guess we should record a podcast.
I guess we should probably start. I've been recording for 15 minutes.
I mean, the Tahu is a pretty good cold open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
And then you saying, I fucking hate all Bionicle fans.
Tyler's proud declaration of pure hate.
Fuck you guys.
Shout it to the rooftops, brother.
As he's in Redland.
Fucking Tunova watches this and unfollows me.
Aww.
He wouldn't do that. He's a loyal subject. He's a loyal subject.
I don't know about that. Alright, let's roll that intro and get this shit over with. I'm tired. Salutations Posers.
I can tell.
Welcome to Super Poser Podcast. My name is Tyler, also known as Kasai Collects. Joined by the man whose name starts with a B.
Braden or Renzolian.
And the man whose name starts with a T.
Thatch Mac or Mac Thatch.
This
Can you guys tell?
Our second. This is our second recording of the day. We've been going for 4 hours or so.
5 hours, I think. Close to 5.
Yeah, so if we're a little low energy, excuse us. But you'll be seeing this episode first, presumably. But we don't have much to talk about. We got a few topics. Namely, the elephant in the room. We'll get there. But do we have any pickups, gang?
Yeah, I got some. I got a handful.
Alright, what you got?
I mean, I do. I think I do.
Alright,
You
well, here
look
we go.
like
I'm gonna start.
sad about it. You're like,
no, it's a lot.
I mean, this is the post-Christmas podcast, right? So it's
right. No,
we already did that.
No?
Actually, we already did that.
Oh, never mind.
we actually, we did. You weren't on that, bro. You weren't on that.
Your post-Christmas podcast.
It is my post, but none of the stuff I have here I got for Christmas. Actually, this is all.
I got 2 figures. Yeah, go ahead, Thatch. Sorry.
First thing I got was a PS2. I got a PlayStation 2.
Fuck?
I can't show it because it's on my TV. But I got a
Go grab
PS2
it.
because
Go grab it. Rip it out of the wall.
I'm not
from
doing that.
Viv playing it.
My
is.
partner, she has like 50 fucking PS1 and PS2 games. She opened a box when we were moving into our. She was like, "Oh, by the way, I've got 50 PS1 and PS2 games." And I was like, "Great, where's your PlayStation?" What? You know what I mean? I was like, "Why do we have 50 PlayStation games and no PlayStation?" You know, so this became a thing I really wanted to get for her and for a while. And I was waiting, and I went to 3 different retro. I waited till after Christmas, extra money, and I was like, "Now's the time. The time has come." So I went to 3 different retro game stores. Finally got one from a really nice place. Actually, it was a really like legit. It's a very good stop. And yeah, they had one. I still am trying to get my hands on or I have the stupid, third party control. It was free with but I'm trying to get my hands on a Sony. I ordered one from Amazon and I got canceled. But I think because they listed it at a higher price, and I somehow found a link to the cheaper price from like Reddit, because I went on Reddit to try. I don't really think about video games, consoles, especially not PlayStation. I've never had a PlayStation in my entire life, right? So I don't know what I was doing. So I was trying to do a bunch of research, and I went to Reddit and into different places to figure out what I needed. And so, but yeah, we got everything pretty much here. Sony original controller, and it's been great. We've been playing Kingdom Hearts, we've been playing Crash Bandicoot, all these great games, Spyro. It's been super fun. Simpsons Hit and Run. She has like an elite library there. I tried playing Resident Evil 2, and the controls were fucking atrocious. Over and over and over, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Those tank controls, baby.
But yeah. So that's the first thing. Then I got this thing, which is really silly. I got the Spider-Man 77 fucking movie figure. I saw him at Walmart. He's the first ever live action, aside from the Electric Company, who unfortunately have never made a figure for. The second they do, I would buy it, but they probably never will. So that's a really deep cut. But they did do this guy, and they also did Japanese Spider-Man, who's a legend. So now I have every available live action Spider-Man figures. That's kind of fun. He's just a little asshole. I like him. But so I got that guy.
Fucking bastard.
I got this one-armed Spider-Man 2099. Not gonna say much. You guys, it's cool. It's a really great figure. I got this fucking awesome Lego DeLorean. Yes, these just came out for January 1st. This thing is fucking sick, dude. I've gotten almost every single Lego Back to the Future set they've done. I've gotten like most of them. I've got the Dimensions ones. I got the bigger one. I got the original one. I've got most of them. I'm missing like Brickheads or something. Most of the significant ones I've got. So it's been really cool to kind of see how they've evolved, and like the details and everything. And this is such a monumental improvement over the original. It's like not even funny. Like if you compare it to the original, it's like night and day. Great. I got it for $22 because I had Barnes and Noble money. So this was great. I mean, dude, it's so cool. It's so simple, but it's so good. I mean, it's like both of them fit in there. It's got all the details on. You can transform it into the Back to the Future 2 one. Both minifigures are new. They have a new piece on Marty. This is so fucking cool. He's got an actual 3D life preserver looking thing. And what's so fun is that you can take it off, and instead of there being like a printed version, it's his jean jacket under it, which he wears that look in the movie, just the jean jacket, when he's so that's fucking cool. And then dude, there's so many. The cockpit has like so many fucking details in it. It's got it's so cool. The Speed Champions are going crazy, man. Those designers are so talented. But anyway, sorry, I can't keep going on about this set. It's just amazing. And it's so small, yet it has every sorry, super cool. And then I got the Spider-Man 3 Epic fucking Battle set. This was $24. And this is the very first Spider-Man 3 set Lego has. They had, the first superhero sets Lego ever did were Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 when they lost the license to Mega Bloks, right? So they finally did this is the first time they've ever done. They have a new Venom. It's the Topher Grace Venom. They finally looks just as ridiculous as he does. He's great. I'm so happy about it. But I'm really getting sick of Sandman builds. Like, I'm done now. No more Sandman. Fucking shit. Chill the fuck out on the Sandman.
Salute Sandman.
And yeah, $24, and cheapest way to get this guy, which is really nice. I mean, it feels like when it comes to Lego, for at least Marvel and Spider-Man and some other series, not Star Wars. Star Wars is still overpriced. There is I'm not the first person to say this. There is a noticeable push back towards affordability, and this is an example of that. Which is really nice. I mean, when I was younger, $20 sets were like fucking insanely good. Like, there was like 3 years, 13 to 15. Holy shit. There was amazing $20 sets. And like, they're finally like making affordable fucking sets again. So anyway, that's enough of that, but really cool stuff all around. So yeah.
Yeah. What you got, Brad?
Hey, I'm going to be really fast because I don't have much to say about any of this, especially since I've been talking too long. So I got this guy, SH Figure Arts, Usopp. Yippee! You guys are going to hear more about him later. So, yeah. And then the exact same day? No, this was a separate day. I got another Gear 5 Luffy.
How is he? You like him?
He's all right. He's fine. He's got rubber joints and they stress me.
It was either that same night or the next night.
I think it was the next day. I'm pretty sure because I think I got like 4 packages the next day.
Brandon, if you ever visit or if I visit you, I really want to fiddle with that Luffy so bad. He looks like
I don't. I mean, I trust you, but at the same time, I fucking get stressed out when I touch this thing because those rubber limbs are like. Imagine if Doc Ock's limbs were like rubber and they could just like snap it. Like it fucking scary. Well, they've been known
so tight that if you're not careful, they will break the actual like hinge in the shoulder.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
So you gotta be very careful.
Maybe the longer, noodlier limbs. But
Luffy's Gear 5 design is like my favorite super form of an anime character that I can like. I fucking think it's an incredible design. Like, it's so cool.
I got him with the goggles on because I love the goggles on him. But yeah, he puts these on when he has a bat. I wish he came with a bat. I would have loved that so much. Yeah, he's good. He's cool. I think I might like him better than the original. But still,
what's the biggest difference?
He doesn't have a vest and shirt.
The original
on.
has a jacket. Yeah.
Okay.
Or a shirt.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And also, they actually did change I noticed they changed the texture or the opacity of the cloud. Mm-hmm. It's actually a little bit more like opaque. Is that the right term? It's cloudier. It looks more like fogged up.
Yeah. No, you nailed it.
And then that one comes with more stuff.
It does come with more access. It's got like a running legs effect, which is cool, like Looney Tunes, like spiral Sonic like legs, which is fun.
If I'm not mistaken, they're like red arms. That's his blood that he's pushing. No, am I wrong?
No, you're thinking of something else. It's just really hard, like rock fist, basically. Is
I thought it was like he was concentrating his blood at the end of his arms and shit.
That's when he turns pink. That's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
He's circulating his blood through his body. That's like his first transformation. It's not a transformation. He just turns pink. And then I got
super form.
Well, yeah, whatever. And then I have a ton of books. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but I got a bunch of stuff. I got like Batman, Long Halloween. I got Superman for All Seasons. I got that one. Yep. And I got the Hawkeye Omnibus because I was too impatient to wait for the whole release of the story, and I just wanted to read it now. And then I think I got something. Oh, we talked about that in the Christmas one. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. I might be forgetting stuff. It's been a hot minute, and I don't have them on me. I just have the Hawkeye one, so I have a lot of reading to do. So yeah. But that's it.
There were some leaks for some Jazwares FNaF figgies. It looks like there's a jump scare AR alternate steampunk skin mangle or magician or something like that. And then jump scare figures for Withered Foxy and Withered Chiku. And then a little bit of Rockstar Chica's legs.
Dude, the Withered Foxy looks like dog shit.
People are like, "Oh, this is so much better than the Endo one."
No.
Yeah, but I mean, it's close to there's more coming soon.
What is that?
But,
Bonnie? Shadow Bonnie?
People are saying it's like a fucking glitch from FNaF VR or something. I don't know.
These are
It's
very...
not Shadow Bonnie though, because it's classic Bonnie head.
Oh yeah, it's not. These are so weird. They're getting really specific.
They are. It's very strange, but they got to do reuse, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
They might not need to do as much reuse if they just made their products available, though.
Yeah. Sorry. These are whatever. They're fun, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I do wonder if the leaks are intentional. They've been their mark this thing. I wonder if intentionally leaked this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well,
I don't fucking know, mate.
who knows?
That was fast. Jesus.
Yeah, that was all there was really to say about it.
2,000 years later.
All right, Thor trailer for Avengers Doomsday.
What? Thor trailer?
Yeah, Thor trailer. What do we think?
Thor trailer?
All right.
Thor sits on his knees and he cries to his daddy about how hard it is being a daddy, and that's it.
Being Thor. So here's the thing about the Thor thing. What's bothering me is that there is a disconnect happening. So first of all, I liked it slightly more than the Steve Rogers one, but only slightly. Only because Thor was always going to be in the movie, right? So it was less frustrating. And also, they didn't show it to influencers. You know what I mean? Anyway, so the release of the first one is what pissed me off the most. It was they botched the first trailer for the first Avengers movie in ages, and that bothered me quite a bit. Yeah. But anyway, here's the thing with Thor, and this is what bothers me. The main teaser, the whole entire thing, is that they're like, oh, Infinity War Thor is back. Right? That's the whole point of this thing, right? Clearly, that's what they're trying to do. What bothers me about that is it's super surface level, because what people liked about Infinity War Thor was that he was grieving and vengeful, right? And that motivation and seeing that grief and seeing how it wore him down and what it, pushed him towards is what made him so interesting. We finally got to pause and take in this dude's very difficult life. You know what I mean? And on top of that, then it motivated his whole arc where he kills Thanos out of vengeance. It's not really useful at all to anybody. It's a very selfish decision. And then that caused depression and all that, right? But what made Infinity War Thor interesting was the grief and the exploring that, right? And that dark place that he started at. The problem is this Thor is not starting at a dark place, right? So you can paint him up. You can cut his hair off, put him in the same outfit. You can even give him Breaker back, in spite of the fact that at the end of Love and Thunder, he had Mjolnir and his daughter had Stormbreaker. But it's just a visual way to go, look, he looks like Infinity War Thor. But the actually compelling part about Infinity War Thor is not going to be here because he's got nothing to grieve. He's got no dark place to start at. If anything, he should be at his happiest. He has his daughter. He's found a new, lease on life. So
he's going to
not
discover that his brother's fucking alive again.
Exactly. If anything, this Thor should be re-energized, you know what I mean, as a character. And so he's not Infinity War Thor. He just looks like Infinity War Thor. And that's what bothers me. It's the same thing as the Steve Rogers theme. It's going, hey, everyone loved Infinity War Thor. What if we made him look like Infinity War Thor? Hell, character motivations are going to even resemble Thor. He's going to be a father, a protective father. It's going to be protection. He's a protector, right? It's not going to be about vengeance, or it's going to be about protection. And so what bothers me is it's hollow. It's a hollow decision. It's a visual decision. It's not a narrative decision. So yeah, he can look like Infinity War Thor, but that doesn't make him any more than putting Steve Rogers in his Avengers 1 Steve Rogers. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how that works. So, and then especially giving him Stormbreaker and being like, oh, look, he's even got Storm. Dude, Mjolnir is back in the MCU. Mjolnir exists. Mjolnir is officially back, and we're just
Mjolnir
not
is-
going to use it?
Objectively more powerful now than it used to be.
Yeah, it was. Dude, the whole movie, they brought back Mjolnir, and now we're just like, I don't left it. I don't know. Like, maybe they're going to... I don't know, man. I thought for a second maybe the idea is that they're going to... Because they're bringing back Steve Rogers, maybe they're going to have a moment where maybe Steve is no longer worthy of Mjolnir, and maybe it'll be his character in this movie. I don't know, but it's not in the movie, apparently looking. So I don't know. It's just very hollow. It's very surface level. It's very hollow, and it's just a visual look. He's got short hair, and he looks like Infinity War Thor again. But he's not going to act anything like Infinity War Thor, and he shouldn't, right? I mean, and so I don't know. It's dumb. It's stupid. I don't like it. This should be a re-energized, colorful, boisterous Thor. That's what this should be, and it's like, I don't know, man. It just bothers me. And it's so fake. He just put on his old outfit and cut his hair again. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. He's not Infinity War Thor. He just looks like him, so everyone be like, peak Thor's back. No, he's not, because his arc and his motivation, the thing that you liked about him, it's just, he just looks like it. So that's what bothers me the most about it, and it's just, whatever. Sorry, that's my tangent about it. It's just hollow. Again, it's like, look, Steve Rogers back. You like Steve Rogers from? It looks like he didn't like Thor in Infinity War. Like, he just looks like it. He's got Stormbreaker. It's like, I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me. It feels cheap to me. The same way, the first one did. So I don't know.
It seems like the next one's going to be the coolest one.
The thing that, and I've said this before, and I'm glad you mentioned it, because the next one's X-Men, right? And we already know that, we've already seen it. I've watched it, right? It's the best one by far, but only because it's all new. You know what I mean? Right. It's actually new, interesting ideas. And your boy James Marsden's in there, sexy as hell. Obviously.
Yeah, boy.
He's sexy as hell, boy.
But but I've always said this. The coolest part of this movie is that we're finally getting a Marvel movie where the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and the Avengers can share the screen. That has never happened before, right? We're finally getting that movie. That should be what they're using to sell the movie. It bothers me that they're not using that, but rather they're using Endgame, Infinity Saga stuff. That pisses me off, right? What are the three most well-regarded Multiverse Saga movies that are Spider-Man? It's Deadpool and Wolverine, it's Thunderbolts, and it's Fantastic Four. X-Men, Fantastic Four, and the Avengers. That's enough. You just made 3 knockout movies that were widely, beloved, That should be enough to sell this fucking movie. It pisses me off that they don't have the It's the first time in cinema history that all of the Marvel Universe is finally going to share the screen together. And they don't care. All they care about is the MCU nostalgia, And that bothers me. These trailers should be, look, it's the new Avengers. Look, it's the Fantastic Four. Look, it's the X-Men. They're all together for the first time ever, Reed Richards gets to interact, with Professor X, gets to interact with the Thing, gets to interact with, the new Avengers and Bucky and all this stuff. It's just the nostalgia. It just bothers me. I'm really annoyed about it. Really, it's frustrating to me as someone who is stuck along the whole time. I don't want the Infinity Saga again. I want you to pay off the good shit from what you did do. Because you did do good shit. Deadpool and Wolverine was great. Fantastic Four was great. Thunderbolts was great. You know what I mean? It pisses me off. It just bothers me that this is what they're doing. It's like, and I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
Because nobody fucking cares.
I don't think it's going to work for them. Nobody's going to be like, oh my god, it's the fucking cool white guys I liked again from the last Avengers movie. You know what I mean? That's a novelty. It's a gimmick. You know what I mean? It's not a true...
Yeah.
It just... And it's like...
You just made something click in my head, finally. We have heard about for months that during shooting, they didn't have a finished script and they were doing rewrites, actively.
Yeah.
I understand. It just clicked to me. Why? Because they were waiting to finish the script to see how Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four did, and since they underperformed, they probably rewrote it to not include those characters as much and pivot to what they think works.
They pivoted, yeah. Which pisses me off. Even like, so the fourth teaser after the X-Men has started leaking as well, like stuff about it, right? And it's narrated by Reed. It's the Wakandans and it's the Fantastic, which is a bizarre,
weird,
but whatever. It should have been the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four. But anyway, there's a line where Reed Richards is talking to Shuri, and he says something like, "Supposedly, you're the greatest mind on this that's alive on this Earth. I was the greatest mind on my Earth, and I still can't find my son. So if you're supposed to be this hyper intelligent person, help me find my son." You know? And I saw that, and I was like, "Yeah, Reed Richards is a great character." You know, like those characters matter. You know, you don't like there's stuff here you can work with, man. Like, what are we doing? Did we forget that, like, Phase 1, aside from Iron Man and fucking Avengers, was very received? Nobody liked Incredible Hulk. Thor made money, but nobody was like, oh my god. And Captain America underperformed and was not, it was like mid at review. It's great now. It's been reassessed. But at the time, and then Iron Man 2, like, sucked, you know? What did they do? Did they fucking cancel everything and try to buy the rights to Spider-Man and shoehorn him into the movie? No! They were like, fine, but there's enough here, we can make it work, put it together, and tell it. There's enough good stuff here to tell a compelling story, you know? That's what bothers me, man, is it's like they're losing. If they just would have... The Marvel comics are great. The source material, there's so much great source material. And these characters, they exist beyond the MCU. Marvel is more than the MCU. There's decades of history. There's decades of legacy to these brands, to the Fantastic Four, to the X-Men. And it's pissing me off that we finally get those characters back, and rather than like capitalizing on them, they're leaning on the MCU stuff more. Like it's like, you don't need to do that. You have this source material, you know? Like, pull from that. Like, it bothers me. And so, like, seeing stuff like, you know, Cyclops finally in his classic outfit and making that, like, that's what you should be doing, right? Were those X-Men movies perfect? No. James Marsden was always a good Cyclops, right? So you stuck to your guns and you mined the best you could out of it, you know? It's just cowardly, in my opinion, you know? It's Rise of Skywalker. Like, that's what it is.
It's desperate.
You know?
It's desperate.
It's like they're trying to please everyone. They're going to please no one. And it so infuriates me because I was legitimately so excited to finally see the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and the Avengers interact, right? That's huge for me because I've loved those characters beyond the MCU, you know, beyond, you know, the Infinity Saga, right? And they don't have the confidence in them, which is so stupid. It bothers me. Again, Phase 1 was not knockout success. Don't let anyone rewrite history, right? Phase 1 was a rocky road until they got to, right? Like, it's just a fact. Yeah. It was. But they stuck to their fucking guns, you know? And it just pisses me off. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off about it. It's just frustrating. Because there was a months ago at, like, a Disney event, they showed a CG, like, light show teaser, and it showed the Avengers logo, and it showed the X-Men logo, and the Fantastic Four, and then it said Avengers. And I saw that, and I was like, perfect. That's how you market this movie. That's something we've never seen before, right? That's new. That's interesting. That's satisfying. And it's like, clearly, like you said, Ty, like, you know, Fantastic Four was a mediocre box office hit. You know what I mean? Apparently, they consider it a success because of the reviews and the merchandise, but the movie did not make much of a cultural impact, as much as I want to say it did. You know, we're probably going to get a sequel. They're probably going to keep with the Fantastic Four, but that movie on its own did not generate the buzz that it could have. Thunderbolts is the same way. An incredible movie. So well done. It did underperform. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a fact. But so did Captain America, the First Avenger, right? Like, so did the Incredible Hulk. Like, and they stuck to their guns, you know? And it's like, it just bothers me. It makes me sad. And it makes me really sad. Because it just shows they don't have confidence in their characters from the source material. They only have confidence in the specific movie iterations that made $1 billion 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. You know? That's what they have confidence in. And they should have confidence in their material.
Like, they don't even have confidence in their own fucking ability. Like,
Yeah.
to be reactionary with your script and with your filming day to day, like, what the fuck are you doing? Make a movie. Don't make a reaction piece.
Yeah, it's...
Don't make an apology tour for fucking not caring about quality. Just every time this movie comes up, I get more, and it's just, God, I'm so fucking defeated at this point. I don't care anymore. It's just depressing.
It's... I don't know, because I thought what the story that they should have told, in my opinion, in the way that they could have made this work, is it should have been a meta-narrative. It should have been about, if you're going to do the multiverse saga, use it to actually tell a story. It should have been about the fact that the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four have never been able to... And now these two movies should have been about the unification of those three things and jumping into a unified market. Going, guys, they're finally all together. Like everyone's back home. The family's back together, and you can look forward to a bright future where everyone is under the same house together. But it's not that. It's a sequel to Endgame, which is ridiculous. It pisses me off. It would be like if in the middle of the Infinity Saga, they canceled the Infinity, War storyline in the Stones, and they went to Fox and they went to Sony and like fucking bought them and begged for them, and then killed all the Avengers and then introduced Spider-Man and the X-Men halfway through the Infinity Saga. Guys, look, it's the heroes you guys know, right? That would have sucked, So
yeah. Or like if they fucking like say Captain Marvel and fucking Ant-Man 2 like underperformed between Infinity War and Endgame. So then for Endgame they bring fucking Joss Whedon back and make it Avengers 1, redo.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
It's just like it's the thing that bothers me isn't even like, it's just the fact that they don't have the confidence in those characters. That's what pisses me off. That's what frustrates me, is they should have confidence in the Fantastic Four, in the X-Men, and the New Avengers. These characters have exist beyond the MCU, right? They were cultural landmarks 30 years ago, and it pisses me off that they don't have the confidence in them, and so now they need to rely on specifically the Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, and it's like, it just bothers me. And I like Steve Rogers and I like Chris Evans, but you did everything you had to do with it, and it was perfect. You nailed it. I don't know. It's just frustrating because I love the Fantastic Four. I love the X-Men and I love the source material. And to me, that is enough to make me want to see it. I guess I'm not the average person, but again, nobody knew who the Avengers were before Marvel made them fucking popular. Marvel made the Avengers. They were a C-list, B-list at best team before the first Avengers movie. They took what they had and they made it fucking work. And then they became cultural landmarks, right? They're working with more than that because people do know who Wolverine and the X-Men are, do know who the Fantastic Four, right? You don't need to like sell people on those characters, right? And they don't even have the confidence in them. And that's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Like, It's going to fail, Like, it's not going to be a success if you do that, It just bothers. It just fucking. I'm just very disappointed in it, I guess, because I love those characters. They're amazing, and it just bothers me.
Braden,
and then
what do you think?
even. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you think, Braden?
I
said literally
anything. I think Thatch is speaking the thoughts that I think we're all sort of thinking right now, and I think I mean, I don't know what to think about this movie, man. I really don't. I want to care. I want to care about an Avengers movie, but at this point, it's like you're not giving me a lot of reason to care. There was a time where I fucking was like waiting, like, oh my god, the Endgame trailer drops today. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not the way they've gone about these release trailers is stupid as shit. Like, why the fuck do I need to see Avatar 4 times? I'm not. What the fuck is that all about? What like? And then it gets leaked like a week early. Like, it's so dumb. I don't know, man. I'm just. Look, I'll probably see it. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
probably
well,
will
yeah.
go see it.
Dude, I'm gonna be
Just
there
'cause-
day one. I'm gonna be there day one, bro. Obviously, I love Marvel. You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna
it's
be
like,
there opening day. Yeah.
but it's like,
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of the thing. Is it's like a relation at this point. Marvel,
It's
like
an
we're the
abusive
family member.
relationship.
It's not it's just like I'm with them when they're at their best and when they're at their worst. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just how I am. You know,
fair.
but it's disappointing to see those lows happen.
I don't
You know?
blame anyone for not caring. I really
No,
don't.
yeah.
I used to be like, you guys are too negative on the MCU. Like, not you guys specifically, but I mean like people in general. It's like whenever it was like, you guys, you know, everyone's like, MCU is not the same since Endgame, which is kind of true because they were
Wait,
trying
yeah,
to do something
but
different.
you
know.
There are several great projects in
yeah.
the multiverse saga.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
several. You know, this is what
Yeah.
bothers me is they're acting like people are acting like every single fucking movie and show in the Infinity Saga is a disaster, and that's simply not true. There are plenty of some of them are the best shit Marvel's ever done. You know, like there's some really good shit there, and that's what bothers me is like I was the one watching everything because I wanted to be there when they brought it back, and I was like, okay, Moon Knight, this thing, that, Miss Marvel, that, you know what I mean? I'm here because I want, and that's also what bothers me. Marvel's supposed to reward you for that, and they're not anymore. They did, you know, at a time, but they're not anymore, and that really pisses me off because that was the whole reason why the MCU worked, right? Like, I don't know, it just bothers me.
Oh.
It's frustrating. It's very frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Frustrating in general. That's a
it's like-
downer, man.
It's
but
tough because
true.
I'm so excited for Brand New Day. I'm like thrilled.
Yeah.
Everything about it looks like exactly what I want. And I love Fantastic Four and I love Thunderbolts, right? But then I'm so like Doomsday feels like a massive fucking like bowel movement that I need to fucking get past to get to watch them slowly rebuilding again.
Saying
feels
that about
like-
an Avengers movie is crazy.
Yeah,
you know?
it feels like a
fucking
obligation.
Our Doomsday, not the Avengers.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for it to all come
We're
crashing
just-
down.
Yeah, we're just hurtling
just-
towards our inevitable demise.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to feel. I don't know. I didn't know.
We could see the movie and like the movie in a void like might be fine. The problem is it's not supposed to be in a void. It's supposed to be a part of a larger story, and we're supposed to be rewarded for investment in that larger story. And that's also the
Sequel
problem with
Endgame,
bringing the Russos in post Infinity Saga. They had no role in any of these projects,
No.
you know? And they did in Infinity War because they made Winter Soldier, Civil War, and then they had you know what I mean? They were there, right? And it's like it's clearly two guys who had nothing to do with the rest.
Because
thing
Kang shat the fucking
Kang shot the
bucket,
bed.
and
Yeah.
Kang kicked the bucket, and then they don't know what to do. They're just fuck, man.
Yeah.
I think we need to move on away from this
Yeah, I'm
because I feel
sorry.
like
So,
I want to show this. I got this though. I do just want to show. I got a thing in the mail.
Hey, congratulations. It looks great.
Well, my mom said I got a package and I fucking shat myself. I was like, there's no way it's my fucking blockies. So I ran out and I saw the package was like this big. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, almost there. All right. Is that it? Aside from the big one?
yeah, Stranger
Right.
Things.
Okay. So yeah, the Stranger Things finale came out finally. I don't. This is interesting. Yeah, I went to the big cinema.
too.
I drove an hour and a half. We went outside of town to go to the cinema, and it was the cinema. Yes, it was a great experience because everyone there was obviously big fans. Everyone had like shirts and shit, so that was really cool. And let me tell you, I mean, I've been thinking about this like nonstop. Like this really hit me the way that I think they wanted it to hit me. I know we're all a little bit different in feeling that way, but I think there's certain aspects we can agree on that hit the nail on the head.
I think, generally speaking, so finales are hard, right? I don't think there's very many perfect finales anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't happen very often. It's very difficult. And also, even if there are, no one's going to agree upon it because everyone will have been imagining their conclusion the whole time. And then, you know what I mean? Which is happening. There are people who had their own imagined resolutions that didn't happen, like, right? Also, different people want different things from finales, right? Like, I told Brayden before this, the actual central conflict, them versus Vecna, was not the thing I was most invested in going into this. I was most excited for the epilogue. That's the thing I was most excited for. To me, where you leave every character is the most important part of a finale. For other people, the end of the central conflict, the actual physical conflict, is the most important part. So different people want different things out of finales, right? Like, there's like your mileage varies on what you even want out of it, you know? So that's part of the deal. What I will say though is I think it's pretty clear at this stage it was just not a complete and utter fucking disaster. This was not Game of Thrones. This was not Lost, right? Like, no one's gonna look at certain things and go, "Oh, it was great," but the finale fucking sucked and ruined it all. No one's gonna say that. You know what I mean? They dodged the bullet. It functionally, I think that's generally the consensus, and I've heard a lot of people say, So at the very least, whatever we say after this, I want everyone to know that, in my opinion, and I think generally, it wasn't a fucking dumpster fire disaster. Like fucking, oh my god, they ruined the whole Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, it's just about how thrilled were you? How, you know what I mean? It's like, how much was it satisfying? But I don't, like, it was not a fucking disaster by any means. The season on its own, as a whole, you could argue one of the weaker seasons, right? Totally, I think it is, in my opinion. But, I think they clearly had the final scene in their heads for a while. And that final scene is wonderful, and most people really, really like it. And the way that they resolve all the main characters and everything, very satisfying. So, this wasn't a monumental fuck up. But how much you enjoy it, how much it works, it's, you know what I mean? If it's not
completely
the best episode of the series for you or what, that'll change, I mean, if you're a Byler person, you probably fucking hate it. So, I mean, that's the one case.
Yeah.
You probably are very but anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to distract from you. I just wanted to say that to clear the air. You know what I mean?
No, I'm glad you got that out of the way. I mean, look, I think I was reading what Ty was saying, and I think I was almost defensive about it because I was like, oh man, I just got out of it, and I was still reeling from it.
Ty was really nice about it, to be honest. I think.
No, you were. You were just voicing genuine critiques. Then that was not, but you weren't also being like, this is dog shit. You were more like, I didn't enjoy this, which is totally fair. But like I said, now that I've been thinking about it a lot, and you're right, I do mainly think about the actual ending portion a lot more than the actual battle. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of things in that battle that they definitely could have done better. I mean, I got kind of what I got what I wanted, but
you got
at the cost of it,
giant monster you desperately wanted. You got it.
But at the cost of it not fully being as cool as it probably could have been, because I think what works about the one in season 3 is that it feels like it almost feels more earned. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's much more of a sense.
In my opinion, the series could have ended with season 3's finale, and it would have been perfectly it's 100%. A very nice ending. Aside from the Hopper,
season 3 has right,
but the way they end it, the letter, how the characters are forced to kind of part, but the Billy, and that resolution, and then it was a very beautiful coming of age ending that they did there.
Yeah,
but the show went on, which is fine. But I think. Yeah, I think it was interesting how they got here. Well, I genuinely I think the season 3 finale is a lot, but more so because I think they made a pivotal mistake. They've said that they wanted to resolve all of the character conflicts with each other before the final battle so that everyone was unified. And I actually think that was a mistake. I think part of the fun of a final battle or confrontation is that in the middle of it, you're working through, it almost inspires these characters to become more than whatever disagreement they have. And it removes so much emotional relationship, which Stranger Things is living on the relationships, right? It's not living on by this point, by season 5, it's not living on the mystery. It's living on the characters and their relationships. That's what is like the appeal of it at this point. The mystery, the answer, that was season 4. It resolved all. You know what I mean? You're waiting to see what became of these characters and their relationships, and the characters are so well developed by now that you're so invested. And everyone has a favorite character, right? But in season 3 does that. Billy has a character arc at the end. Like he sacrifices himself to stop the Mind Flayer's meat creature. You know what I mean? Which resolves the conflict he had with Max. And it's like, I don't know. To me,
it makes people forget that he's a racist piece of shit.
Yeah, no, he sucks.
he was a bastard, but he
was a
at least
shit,
felt at least he felt.
But that's like it's complicated. You gotta chew on it, right? It's like he did a good thing. He saved everyone. He still sucks. But that's complicated, you know what I mean? And that season 3 ending in general is that, they move away.
There's nothing. It's just completely like milquetoast, not complicated. It's so safe. This finale.
Yeah. It was very. I mean, it was spectacle for spectacle's sake because there was no more character. Yes. The only conflict they had was whether or not 11 would commit fucking suicide. That was the only conflict they had. And to me, in my humble opinion, I really think that they fumbled that whole storyline. And I've thought about it a lot. I know if you have more you want to say, you can, but I have a thing about the 11. I've got
I also have a whole different thing about that.
Yeah, we have two different sides of the same, Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, Brady, if you want to say something, you can go ahead and do it. I don't know.
No, you guys go ahead.
All right, let me do mine first. Yeah, because mine's not really about the morality of it or anything like that. Mine's about how Mike's a fucking dumbass.
Plot hole.
Yeah, big ass plot hole. So, set the stage. Elle is in the truck with them when they get outside the portal. Then they open the door to the truck, pull everyone out. Elle goes missing. Mike... he spots Elle in the gateway, and they have the sound beams pointed at the truck because they think Elle's supposed to be over there, right? Mike is then later like, well, I have a theory. Because how could Elle use her powers on me if I was in the sound, right? When she was over there. Well, then she must not have been over there. She must have been invisible. And she sneaked away. So here's the thing, Mike. She did use her powers on you because you talked to her in the mindscape. So either her powers don't work on you when you're in the sound, or they objectively do, which they did. Also, supposedly, by his theory, Kali, who had been bleeding out for like half an hour at least.
Yeah, I think he says. He says something akin to she was safely out of the range of the thing, right?
Well, here's the thing. There's more. So, Kali supposedly uses her illusions miles away, plus through a dimension, to both make a fake Elle and make her invisible. So, Elle, who would still have been in the sound, invisible. So, if her powers wouldn't work on you, Mike, because you were in the sound, how would Kali's powers work on Elle if she was in the sound? But also, we know that Elle's powers worked on Mike because she talked to him in the mindscape. And so, also, the entire season they show up how fucking debilitating it is for Elle to be in the sound. So how would she quietly sneak away invisible? She'd be fumbling and stumbling and slapping into everything. It's just, the whole thing makes no fucking sense top to bottom for any explanation whatsoever.
Yeah,
it's like she just never existed, right. Period.
Dude, you're 100%. I thought about this too. And again, so what they're trying to do with the 11, is she dead or alive thing, is they're clearly recreating the end of season 1 when she fucking does the thing. The thing is, at the end of season 1, we had no idea how any of this shit worked. So the fucking Demogorgon turns to ash, and she turns to. I don't fucking know how any of that, right? But we didn't know anything, right? I guess they can do that. We don't know. We've only known fucking these for 8 episodes, right? Like, but the issue is they have so many rules now that they need to create a new mystery box of like it could go either way. But there's so many fucking rules that they just can't conceive of something. You're right. It's so ham-fisted. Either explanation. Again, her powers should not have worked to talk to him. So theoretically, she should not have been able to talk to him. But also, her powers should not have worked to project. It's like neither of the things make any sense because they're trying to shoehorn in is she alive or dead? That doesn't really. It's like fitting a square peg into a round hole. And in season 1, they had no hole. They could just do whatever peg they wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you're right. It does. It's contrived. The whole 11 sacrifice on a plot level.
Totally like wishy-washy, hand-wavy nonsense.
100%. None of it makes any fucking sense at all.
Yeah.
So I had a very similar thought. I was like, none of this really makes any fucking.
It's okay. She's dead in my mind.
Well, here's the thing. Well, that doesn't make any sense either. Neither of them make sense, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I just say she's dead to me. You know, even if they bring her back for a sequel.
So Ty has talked about it on like a plot level, how it doesn't function.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it on a thematic level, how 11 Sacrifice doesn't function. And I'm sorry, Brayden, I don't mean to ruin this for you, but
I'm not saying it functions.
I've thought about it. Not only doesn't it function, I think it's actually quite misguided, to be totally honest with you. And other people have talked about it. Because it's reckless. Essentially, they're trying, I'm just going to say it, they're trying to justify 11 committing suicide. And it doesn't make any sense. And the problem is, there is no justification. It's not like she jumps in the way of a blast and dies. She doesn't save anybody by doing that. The whole reason for her to sacrifice herself was to avoid a life of hardship. 11 went, my life and the lives of everyone around me are so hard if I live, it's better if I fucking kill myself. Which is horrible for people who are dealing with that. It's such a bad message, you know? Which is probably why they wanted to offer an alternative explanation. The problem is, it's so misguided. And what also frustrates me is everyone said, okay, well, she could never have stayed with them. It doesn't make any sense because of her blood. They would have kept the experiments going, right? It would never have worked. She's, preventing, the torture of all these women and all that. First of all, what the fuck happened to the pregnant women? I guess they blew them up.
No, they're all dead.
They all died.
They're all gone.
Yep.
The other issue is that those strings, that box that they had to set up, that emotional box they had to set up to justify 11 killing herself, was created in this season. But they literally retcon 11's backstory into being that she had fucking Vecna's blood put into her just so they can justify and give her a reasonable doubt to kill herself. And that was like 2 or 3 episodes ago. And to me, it's frustrating as a viewer to watch a whole show just to see this, to basically force a character to retcon the plot, to force a scenario where she had to consider killing herself just so that they could be rid of her at the end because they wanted to recreate the ending and they wanted of age sacrifice. And it doesn't work thematically because you threw it in at the last minute. You built the box at the last minute, And again, it does emotionally and thematically, right? Like, it frustrates me, It's you would never ever tell someone struggling who's going, it's like if someone has like cancer, right? You don't go to a cancer patient and go, oh, your life's gonna suck for 9 months. Die anyway. No, you tell them to keep fighting because that's the human thing to do. Even if your life is horrible, it's worth living to try to find hope and try to find meaning. Like, this is such a pessimistic ending to put it on. And it's, again, she doesn't jump in front of anything. She doesn't, it's really bothers me how they constructed this. And I don't know what they could have. You normally have a recommendation on how to avoid this kind of thing. Like, you should have done this. I can't think of one right now. I don't know if it would have been getting rid of her powers. I don't know if it would have been her and Mike moving away. I don't know if they were just leaving and leaving a note like Hopper did. I don't know what the better option would have been, right? I understand for full circle, you know, we had to recreate the ending of season 1. I get it. I just think the way they did it was really, really poorly conceived, in my opinion. And so that bothers me. Now they give us the out, they give us this ludicrous scenario where she could live. It could be either or, right? But again, you know, it still doesn't quite jive. If you wanted to send a message, you should have just committed to that she lived and moved away, you know? I don't know. And so you say, Bray, in my head she's dead. And to me, when you say that, it's the most depressing emotional ending that you've possibly had. It's not justified, it's not earned, and it doesn't help anybody. It's just someone killed themselves, you know, because, and it's just, I don't know. So that is the part, and when it was happening, I could feel like a shift in my brain of trying to be like, what are we doing here? Like, what is, the whole time when they drove, first of all, these fucking morons, why would you drive out of the fucking that is right in front of the military base? Guys, what is wrong with you? Of course you're gonna get caught. What were you thinking? And you know they're gonna get caught because Max and them like vanished in the middle of your plan. You know, like, what were you? It was such a dumb. We're gonna drive right into the hands of the bad guys, and that'll be fine. You know, and even 11, like, I hate that they were like, oh, she's with us. Elle's here. She's okay. Oh, but she slipped away so she can do her, like,
yeah.
That scene, in my opinion, after the final battle, before the epilogue, is just a mess, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Braden. It's a bona fide shit show.
It's just not what it should have been. And luckily, 11 is not my fucking favorite character in the show. If he was, I would have been way more devastated.
She's probably like second least favorite above Mike.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because Mike is actually my favorite. Sorry. But that's a very personal thing. Anyway, but that's a very personal. I talked to my girlfriend. I just acknowledge that there is like so much projection on my behalf onto Mike that it's like I'm bringing so much more to that character than there. But anyway, either way, you're right. She's not. If I loved her, I would have been like completely devastated. I would have been heartbroken, honestly. So
yeah,
I am going to choose to believe that she's alive, even though it makes no sense, strictly because thematically it is less. What's the word I'm looking for? Misguided. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know. So thank God there's the choice. It's the only thing that saves. You know, that thematically, right? And you're right, Ty. Plot-wise, none of it makes any sense.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know what? Something I thought of that they could have made their entire shit show of like her getting away, whichever version makes sense, is if at any point they showed her create an illusion like Kali. Yeah. Because if she was the one who could have done it, then she could be anywhere at any point doing anything. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yes, she should have learned the ability from Kali. Yeah. Yes, and that also would have,
or like Kali fucking dying, like bestows her power upon her or some shit. It doesn't fucking matter.
Even if it's like, you know, when they get Kali back, we get scenes of Kali training her. Even that would have justified Kali's involvement so much. Like, oh, she's like teaching her how to do this. You know what I mean? She's and the fact, you know, and you're right. That would have been. I would have been fine with that as well, even though it would have been a little like, I guess she's, you know.
Because then, like, it never made any sense that she was the only one who had those powers in the first.
Well, Vecna has those powers.
Yeah, he does.
Right. He has
but then, like, then you could say, like, oh, well, so then the L in the truck was an illusion the entire time. That's why she just disappears, or you know, something, anything. But
I think
it makes no fucking sense.
What I think should have happened is it should have been. If you're doing that scenario, you know, if I can add to that, it should have been that Mike is like with her and he's talking to her, and then she just vanishes, and then he looks and he sees her at the end of the portal, right? Because then we as a viewer would have been like, oh, she can project, you know, like, oh, okay, so then it wouldn't have been such a leap to go, oh, if she can project herself in front of Will, she could probably also project herself into the portal. You know, we would have been able to put those things together. Or you just don't introduce this stupid fucking... I just hate the Vecna blood storyline, and I think it's really...
Also,
I just don't like it.
Fucking... It doesn't make any sense that... So there's another complaint everyone that I've seen talk about it has is the military just lets them go after they see Elle disappear or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
Just super simple. Have the military not know that the fucking Upside Down's about to blow up, and they just chase her in, and they all die.
Yeah.
I'm shocked she didn't die at
So
least.
fucking dumb.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no. I agree. Yeah, I
She
think
should
the
have
military
just died when Hopper had a gun in her face in the first volume. What? It's so out of character that Hopper wouldn't kill her.
Yeah, no, it's very strange. Yeah, I don't.
Instead, they give the dramatic death to fucking weirdo bowl cut hairhead guy.
Like, I think it's and then they killed Papa in the last season. The only reason why this character is here is to be the replacement of Papa.
They killed the other doctor too.
Yeah, well, he's alive. The other guy, what's the guy? The dude, the
last time we see him, he's like handcuffed in a secret basement lab or whatever, and that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still down there.
He's starved to death or some shit.
They should have. I was expecting that guy to show up and be like, hey, your operation, your Black Ops operation is a disaster.
Hey, I'm taking over. Take her into custody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
this
should have been.
Episode could have been 3 episodes because there's so much that they gloss over. Getting there, getting back, like they're the whole like I can jump scene. We should have seen her jump because that would have been great fucking payoff for Elle. That would have been like a super huge dramatic moment for her. But no, we don't get anything. She just shows up.
It feels like we're so much missing, but it also feels like there's too much there. Does that make any sense?
The worst part is that Volume 2 fucking wasted our time so much.
So it's I think I don't know. So I think it's well, much will be said about the relationship in season 5, but I think the fact that season 4 was so good is part of the reason why season 5 was a little bit rocky. I think a lot of the stuff they could have paid off in season 5 they did in 4, and I think their thought process was trying to clean and condense and leave just the characters' relationships. The problem is that you're telling the final battle storyline, and you can't do that without. So anyway,
I did have this.
There's I haven't thought about that or processed it enough to have a more eloquent.
I did have the thought that had they never announced that this was the final season until the final episode released, it would have gone over just fine.
Yeah,
there wouldn't have been nearly as much bitching or whining or memeing throughout the entire show because people will just be taking it as it comes. There would be no expectation that it has to be. Also, Duffer Brothers, shut the fuck up for the fucking
they need to stop.
Christ's sake, stop talking.
They keep yapping.
But had they not, blown their goddamn load all over the internet for the last 3 years. They wouldn't have shot themselves in the foot. But
I think,
and then you could get to this episode and they kill Vecna and you get to the epilogue and everyone would be like, "Well, is it over? Holy shit!"
Yeah. There's a lot. Anyway, so I'm gonna scale it back, right? Sorry, So anyway, luckily, thank fucking God, they give us the ability to imagine that Elle is still alive, and that Hopper's message and Mike's message continue to live, which is what anyone in her position should hear. I hate God, and it also makes me hate 8 so much that she put that idea. And I don't want to hate 8. I wanted them to reject 8, but it makes me so mad that they put that notion in Elle's head, and it's so toxic. I mean, if you had a daughter and your daughter's friend told her, "Hey, we should kill ourselves because it's not worth living," you'd be like, "Hey, your friend's awful." And I get it. She's like a superhero and whatever. But I don't know if you're aware, but the fantasy scenario, the fantasy conflict is a metaphor for real internal emotional conflict we all go through. It's the whole fucking point of fiction, right? So these fantasy situations are just meant to be extreme versions of real life conflict. Right? So anyway, Sorry. That's the whole point. But whatever. Moving on. Thank God I don't know. Somebody must have talked some sense into something. I don't know. But thank God they gave the out, right? If they didn't give the out, this would be a disaster to me. But and again, plot-wise, it makes no fucking sense. But the show clearly wants you to believe that it could be possible, right? So whatever.
I mean, like when you're watching it, it tracks. You're like, oh, okay, I could see that being possible.
Yeah.
Until you like you actually think.
Yeah, and I'm purely analyzing it on a thematic level, right? I'm not, so which is the last line of defense, right?
What'd you want to say, Brendan?
Yeah, what'd you want to say?
You had thought?
I mean, it was a thing that would have connected to something earlier. So, I was just gonna say, I know season 4, production wise, was a complete shit show because it was during COVID and all that, or after COVID or something like that. And also, season 4 is like insanely long, like it's ridiculous. But I almost feel like this would have gone better if they filmed season 4 and 5 back to back. Because
I thought that's what they said they were gonna do, but then they didn't.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because then the time jump, they could have avoided the time.
The time jump wouldn't have been an issue. I feel like and that's when you look at every season of Stranger Things, they're all completely different tone wise.
Yes.
Like it's actually crazy how
also like
it's so different
aesthetic quality wise. This one, a lot of the like, alternate worlds and stuff, it just looks worse than season 4.
Yeah, it's
weird. It's like season 4 has a very particular, like, grand, like, epic scale that I almost feel like this doesn't capture in some ways, which is weird because technically it's grand.
Like the direct comparison of like the Max running to the portal scenes, like one of them looks like a movie, and it's not the one that was in theaters.
Yes. So season 4 feels so grand because the characters are all split up. In my opinion, it's okay to split characters up. I don't know why we have this notion that before we end something, everybody needs to get back together, like in a, emotional state with each other. I disagree. I actually think that's one of the best parts of season 4 is that they're all divided, broken up. I think it allows for really creative storytelling.
If anything,
I love that final.
After the first 2 seasons, just every season mix up your groups since you'll have 2 seasons
which they
of
were
the established
doing,
dynamics.
which they did.
Shuffle them together,
But season 5 was like, no, we got to have them all together. And I guess I understand why they would want that, but again, it's weird. I was going to say there's a reason why that final battle in season 4 feels so grand is because you're cutting from all these storylines you've been following you care. Because, look, season 4, I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I really love season 4 because of that grand scale.
The double whammy season 3 and 4 is like, so good,
Oh yeah, it's like it's like, I don't know, it's beautiful. But season 5, there's a lot of things I love. Sorry, go ahead, Ty.
I wonder if you could watch the finale of season 4, stop at right before the portals open, and then skip to the 18 months later time skip at the end of season 5, and have just a smooth sailing ending. That's probably other than Elle not being around, but
it's weird because again
you could just a little bit of editing and you could make it work.
Even season 3 is like, okay, Elle needs to leave, but she doesn't fucking die. You know what I mean? Like, it's anyway. Sorry, I want to go back. I want to rewind. Right? I really enjoyed the finale overall. It's actually my favorite episode of the season. I know that's probably a hot take, but it's my favorite episode of the season. And also probably because the part that I was most excited for was the epilogue, and that did fire on all cylinders, So I want to talk positively about it. First of all, the big monster is cool looking, right? Cool and the idea of having a battle with a big monster where there's a bunch of people fighting the outside of the monster and there's people inside the monster fighting is cool. That's a cool idea. for an action scene. And the little battle stage, the little fucking Smash Brothers stage they make with Vecna and L.
It is
cool.
it is a boss fight arena, straight up.
Yeah,
It is a video game. They even mentioned hit points at one point, so
right?
it was like,
And
Well, that's a D&D reference rather than.
I like
Right.
when Steve grabs the kid's glasses and cleans them off. I know it's a very minute little thing. I thought it was really cute and really lovely.
they're awesome.
So I like the resolution to Steve and Jonathan's storyline. I think really poorly placed, but I like it. I like all that, and I also am very
in the final.
Sorry.
Fight.
Yes. I also like the resolution to Mike and Will's storyline, and I'm actually quite shocked to hear that scene wasn't going to be there. That the actor who plays Will had to request them to add that scene. That's crazy, because to me, that scene is a fucking must. We needed that. It's crazy that they thought they could get by without it. The one where he's like, they're climbing the tower and they stop and they're like, hey, you know, yeah. Like, we needed Mike to go, hey man, you're my friend forever, right? We needed that, you know. It would have been ridiculous to just have Mike be awkward, quiet the whole time, because the whole time I'd be going, does Mike have some opinions that he's not trying?
Yeah, because Mike realizes he's gay, but it's kind of, you know, it's one of those realizations where he goes, you know, that's his reaction basically.
Yeah, his reaction is like, it's not clear enough in that scene what he's thinking, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, and everyone says, and the Duffers were like, that was him finding out, and it's like, all right.
Anyway, and then I also like that Mike apologizes for not noticing that we're going through, because Mike is a character who gets very, very focused on one thing and doesn't notice fucking anything else. And so, you know, it's kind of nice to see him be like, oh, sorry, I'm kind of a dipshit and I'm supposed to be your best friend and I missed this massive emotional struggle you were going through, you know? Anyway, so that scene, I'm glad it was there. It wasn't like the perfect version of it, but it needed to exist, you know?
It just needed to happen.
It needed to happen. And
I want to mention
one last thing to resolve that scene is, if, you know, Will was going and giving his coming out and it was just Mike and Joyce and it was better constructed than it was, you know, with 500 people there, we probably wouldn't have needed the scene. But because it was constructed the way it was, we did need the scene, you know? And maybe that's why, you know, the actor for Will recommended it. He probably was like, hey, the version of the coming out scene you have doesn't like address this, you know? So I don't know, but I'm glad that they fucking did that, and it really nicely sets up Mike's little imagined ending. That made me it's very cohesive, you know? Anyway, sorry, say what you want to say.
I'll say this. I don't know what you guys think about this. You guys might think this is fucking stupid, but I will admit what I really appreciate more than anything is so fucking Vecna gets stabbed, right? And it's I was like, oh, that's a little anticlimactic. All right. I'm very glad he wasn't done yet. I needed that. I don't know how you guys feel about the Joyce moment. For me, was like, that's something I needed.
I'm right there with you. I was like, very. Again,
I needed that last.
When you watch the whole show, you know, Joyce goes through such fucking hell because of everything.
Yeah.
The poor lady and everything, she's crazy, and she's such like. She goes to fucking Russia. It's craziness. So and she gets so much torment. She thought her son Will was dead for like several days. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of. And Bob died, and it's just a very.
Hopper was dead, and all this. Shit,
she thought Hopper was dead.
You know, her son was possessed by fucking demons.
Yep. Yes.
Yep.
I agree. I'm right there with you. I thought it was very lovely, and I'm glad they did. So that was.
It is funny with the benefit of hindsight, though, thinking about that scene, because they almost try to give Henry like you're not a bad guy, it's just them.
Oh God.
He's like, no, I am a bad guy.
I would have hated the redemption arc.
Yeah, cut to Joyce. Oh, I would have hated it too. Because then you cut to Joyce fucking lobbing his head off, and it's like,
Joyce knew. Yeah, Will's a little bit more naive.
Will was like, he's not a bad person. He's fine. Joyce, fuck you. Fuck you. Second F bomb of the entire show, which I appreciated.
What was the first F bomb?
It was Billy. He says, "I'll fucking gut you" to Max in season 3 when he's possessed. It was just it was like it's cheesy as hell, but it was that moment was like I needed that. I needed Vecna's death to be a little bit more satisfying than just
Yeah,
like
I agree. It was. I mean, and then the way they cut to all of the trauma each character's been through.
Yeah.
As she's fucking. Also, I'm
that's
happy
my
it wasn't
favorite
a
part.
strike. I'm happy that shit was painful. That was.
Yeah.
That was chopping on a tree. That took
Yeah.
several strikes.
He's like gurgling, going the entire time.
It was satisfying in a way. It was also a little awkward because everyone's just standing there watching it. Like,
Yes.
like chip
You
in
are
at least a
seeing
little
joy.
bit, guys.
They are a little. Well, they are. Well, I don't. They want to get near Joyce because they're worried she's gonna fucking turn around and accidentally cut one of them up because she's going fucking crazy with the axe.
Yeah.
So I love that moment. That was like I think before all the fucking stuff with 11, that was a really good resolution to ending Vecna's story because I felt like that was like as a whole. What did you guys like? I don't know how to feel about like the Mind Flayer was the one who was truly the villain the whole time.
Well,
I don't know how.
I mean,
No,
I
it's
think
confusing.
Yeah, I think they.
Right.
I think they make it fairly clear that like Henry did have his own agency.
It's like a symbiotic like thing.
Yeah.
It's like
I fuck around with you, you fuck around with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a piece
it
of
was
shit.
bad.
That's undeniable. And I'm glad they didn't. Again, if they tried to redeem him, that would have sucked.
Also, the giant monster is the Mind Flayer, right? I don't know if that's
yes, it
clear,
is,
but
yeah.
it is that is
It's
the
like
Mind
its
Flayer.
true form.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I got that. Yeah, that was a big ass spider.
I liked. It was cool looking. I don't know. But
very cool looking.
I mean,
either way,
it could easily not be dead because we see the fucking Mind Flayer mist come out of the kids' mouths after they
yes,
get saved.
Yeah,
so it could just retreat and fucking regrow or whatever, and then come back in the apparently Holly spinoff. Holly's getting a spinoff. So
no, I don't know what the fuck Lay was smoking. Sorry. The Duffers have explicitly said they're not the spin-off. They're not doing the Holly spin-off. I don't know what the fuck Lay was smoking, but they have literally said from their own mouths.
Lay
no
probably
Holly
saw that
spin-off.
fake. Lay probably saw that fake fucking or Marvel like slate that was going around. That was obviously fake.
Yeah. No, it's
where they announced like
the spin-off is actually.
There's the one about the stone or something.
Yeah, it's that. It's probably so. There's only two spin-offs. There's the animated one and there's the live action. That's it. That's it.
For now.
And for now.
Then they'll
the
announce
spin-off's
40 more
probably
shows.
going to be. They said it's in a new decade. Everyone's assuming the 90s. I actually think it's going to be further back. I think it's going to be the story of how that guy got to that. It's not going to be his. He's not going to be the main character, but also there's stuff in the play. There's like a boat that teleports away and shit. It's going to be whatever that's. It's going to be further back, basically. I can. Anyway, and they've said it's its own mythology. It sounds like it's going to have nothing to do with Stranger Things. That's what it sounds like.
Well, it'll probably
which is dumb.
like the stone that it'll probably be like fucking that stone is connected to the Mind Flayer and the Abyss, but there are other stones connected to other realms and other powerful creatures.
The 7 fucking stones
or there'll
that
be
unite
a
the
different
world.
There'll be like a different
And then
bridge
Josh
that has a different
Brolin,
form.
a big fucking buff Demogorgon Josh Brolin will collect the stones.
Yeah.
I'm so sad there weren't any fucking Demogorgons or bats or
Yeah, what
anything.
the fuck,
Where the
bro?
fuck did they go?
That
They just
bothers
fucking
me.
were like,
I will say this. The
Also-
thing that frustrates me, is that if before they introduce the Abyss, they very much make it seem like the Upside Down is the native organs and all that. That's what it seems like it is. But then we find out it's not. We find out that their native habitat is the Abyss. Yes.
Yeah, Henry
We
goes
see
to the
one
Abyss
crawling.
and we see Demis around,
Yes.
Which is just
I think we see the bats as well flying around.
What bothers me is I wanted to see the Abyss's ecosystem with the Gorgons and the species. Like, I wanted there to be, like, because there is sort of an implied ecosystem early on in Stranger Things with the Upside Down and those creatures. There's an implied internal ecosystem there. And this just looks like it's Mars and the Gorgons are... So, I don't know.
I would have loved to see more creatures. We should have seen a ton of shit.
Yeah, we should have seen new things. We should have seen like babies because it had like an egg sac fucking underneath it. We should have seen like fucking when they start stabbing it.
Yeah,
like,
I was shocked that things didn't come out
it.
of there. I was shocked because I was like, "There's no way you're gonna
gross.
do that and then not have little freaks come out." But nope.
What was I gonna say? Something about the Demogorgons not appearing.
They're on vacation.
No.
People are like, they're all dead.
Oh,
what?
when they pop into the abyss, they come through a random portal, and they see nothing but rocks around them everywhere. So they just pick a direction, and they happen to wind up in front of the castle. Literally, just have them see the castle on the horizon as soon as they come out.
I agree,
what the
yes.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, it should have been like, oh, we should probably go towards that giant. I mean, they do that, but just cut. I think they just cut that sooner and just show them. Yeah, you're right, Ty. That's
like they come out and
It's
they
like
see on a fucking.
Yeah.
They see on a cliff. They see the fucking spider thing. They're like, huh, that's the only thing that looks like that. It's probably that.
it's the only thing that looks like anything. Yeah.
It's the only notable location.
It's like a tiny thing, but it would have been an improvement. Make way cleaner. You know.
Yeah.
I think anyway,
it's just like goofy.
Yes,
it's a little goofy.
I very much want to shift gears into the epilogue and all that stuff because I'm really happy with basically. I mean, 11's fantasy revelation. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna not talk about 11 anymore.
Besides that bullshit.
I'm very much happy with everyone's resolution. I'm pretty satisfied with them all. I think that I really liked the scene of the teens on top of the tower and them talking. That was very like Breakfast Club, classic kind of thing. That was really cool.
Dad. Oh my god.
I thought Jonathan making a fucking pretentious ass movie. I didn't know what was for Jonathan after.
Yeah.
And he did go to NYU. They forgot about NYU, and they finally bring back NYU from like season mentioned.
Yeah.
So I was not. I heard people before it came out going, "What the fuck happened to NYU?" And it's great to see him talking and Vicky and Nancy. I think
Vicky's gone. Vicky is gone. She disappeared.
Apparently,
she's out of
another fucking breakup that doesn't sound like a breakup and doesn't make any sense in the context of the writing. But whatever.
It was very strange.
That was weird.
And then obviously like fucking Steve's ending is like the best fucking thing ever. Steve's ending is so fucking
super cute.
It's literally, I never in a million years would have conceived that as his ending, but it's so perfect. I love it so much. I love that he's a little league coach. I love that he's kind of broke but saving because his parents are rich, and I really like the implication that he is doing his own thing and being a good person, but it has rendered his resources like for parents absent, but he's still being able to make his own name. I like that he's teaching sex ed. I think that's funny. And I like that he stays in Hawkins to help, raise this newer generation and sort of be a guiding light,
I adore the shot of him pulling up with the trailer on the back of the truck and he hugs Dustin. I fucking
he still makes that.
Him and Dustin are
yes.
Him and Dustin
it's just such a great ending for Steve. I was so happy about that. I didn't even realize that was an option.
That was why just like a Holly spinoff made sense to me when I was talking to before he even said that's happening. I was like, I could totally see them doing a Holly spinoff, like the Next Generation sequel, and then Steve's just the Hopper because he stays in Hawkins.
And everyone loves Steve.
Yeah,
obviously.
he fills like the Hopper role and the teacher role, and he has the experience.
Yeah, no, it's a very natural thought, but that's not what they're doing. I don't know. You're right. It was great, and I think he's great, and it's just lovely. And then I also want to say, very very happy with I know some people have called it corny, and I guess it is, but the Dustin speech as valedictorian was really cool because it was what Eddie said he was going to do. Right? He said, "I'm going to snatch the diploma out. I'm going to flip him off. I'm going to get out of there."
Yep.
It was great to see. Also, they're jumping straight into the 90s, and like the scene is about to fucking crazy, So it makes perfect sense for the time period. That was great. And then I love that he's studying and that he's going to become like a fucking genius or something. that I don't know. But that was great. In a very subtle reference to Eddie. It's not something you think about while it's happening. And you think about it after you go, holy shit, he did exactly.
He's just embodying.
Yes, yeah. And I love that his friends are behind him. I think it's great. They're all behind him.
For once, these motherfuckers.
For fucking once, yeah.
Bad fucking friends, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so I liked all that, and I obviously Hopper and Joyce's ending was really sweet. That was very sweet, very nice, very logical, very. There's not a lot I had to say about it because it was so, I don't want to say obvious, but if you would have asked me what their ending would have been, I literally would have said they're probably going to propose and move away.
Yeah. That took 3 seasons of build up for that, which is crazy.
Yes.
That date specifically, which is insane.
Yes.
I mean, they're old. They take it slow.
Yeah. It was a great. It was also very realistic. I think the dialogue was really strong. The dialogue's been iffy. Yeah. That was a really nice, believable scene.
It was weird to see Hopper be police chief again, because because he went missing for however long in fucking Russia.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, how are you gonna get your job back when, as far as they know, you just fucking disappeared?
I think the idea is that Hawkins was such a shit show they just needed somebody.
Right. I was gonna say we never saw those cops. We never saw those cops a single time this season.
Yes,
at all.
No, they just stopped existing.
They stopped. Yeah. I think they got the fuck out of there. I think they were like, well, the military's got it. We're fine. I think they're just we're done.
And that's not the Hopper thing wasn't a complaint. I just thought it was funny.
Yes, it is funny. Yeah. And then obviously he's going to Montauk, which was the original pitch for Stranger Things. It was called Montauk, and it was
about that
Montauk
conspiracy or something.
Yeah. They're not doing a sequel set in Montauk. Everyone who says stupid, that's not gonna happen. But anyway,
people are jumping the gun a little too fast. I feel like
I do like that Holly, Derek, and that kid who ducked under the fucking toilet that everyone loves. I like that they're a friend group now. However, that fucking asshole girl who was a loudmouth, believed Vecna's bullshit the whole time, being in the friend group is some bullshit. I'm sorry. We'll save your life. Save her life. I get it, out of principle. But you don't gotta be friends with her. What the fuck? Get out of here. She instigated a fucking beatdown on Holly. Get the fuck out of here.
Literally chokes her the fuck out.
Yes! Fuck out of here, girl. You suck.
Can you imagine if fucking Lucas did that to Mike and you'd be like, what the fuck?
No. But it was in the mindscape. It wasn't real. She didn't really choke her.
Oh, by the way, my whole theater cheered when they ran into the cave and Derek's back and said, "Suck my power!"
My whole theater cheered. Hey, that was a good moment. That was a good moment. That was redemption. Derek had kind of lost his way.
To give the actual I do like that Vecna has a weird little fear to. I think that was interesting. You don't normally see that. Interesting. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
This is his fucking pants when he sees the cave.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. I was what? Because it's the 3rd or 4th time he stops at the cave mouth, and I was like, really, bro? Again, you're gonna be a little bitch? Yeah. Fucking man up. Yeah. Come on.
Realistically, he's probably stopped at that cave 1,000 times. He just fucking hates that place.
Yes, but I thought it was cool that he gets to even he gets a character arc, a weird little
he grows a pair. Oh my god.
He grows a pair of balls.
And then he gets his fucking pair ripped off.
Lucas and Max, the best ship in the show. Sorry, it just is. Those are the only characters.
It's not even a ship. It's just canon.
It's just canon. True. The best relationship. The best it was. I mean, it's always. I think it was never supposed to work as well as it did. But their chemistry is so strong that it was undeniable. Those two actors were just so.
Definitely felt more like a fling. Puppy love sort of deal in seasons 3 and 4.
Three, yeah. They kind of deepen it in season 4 a little bit.
Yeah, by the end of it, they go through so much.
Yes, yeah. And then season 5, it's their relationship is great. They do a really good job. So that was great, and it's a simple ending for those two, but somebody needed a fucking ending where they settled down. So I'm glad they got it. I love. She should be able to walk. Obviously, that's some bullshit.
They did a lot
Should
of
be
Max
done.
this season, and it wasn't all great. But her getting this ending is like, okay.
Yes, it was a great ending, and also Lucas fucking rocks. Never gets the credit he deserves. Very happy he got
Unsung
that
hero.
Lucas is the bomb, you know. So yeah, and then the only other ending to talk about is Mike, right? So this is the one I have opinions on.
Here.
All right, here's the deal.
Go ahead.
I've always really liked Mike. I can't explain. Again, it's just mostly projection. But from season one, when I was fucking 13, 14 years old, I was like, that's my guy. I don't know why, but I just did. I like grafted onto that character. And then he becomes a sassy little bitch throughout the seasons. But I've always, for some reason, just liked Mike, right? So, but I won't lie. As he got on, I related to him less and less because he became more a stock teenager, you know? But there was a moment there when he's sitting there and he's writing and he's telling the story that it finally felt like I could relate to that character again. I felt closer to that character than I had several, you know? Because I was like, you know, like we've all done art, we've all done our things, you know? The fact that he gets to be creative and tell stories, just like, I really related to that. And I've always said this to you guys, I don't remember when, but I've mentioned D&D is storytelling, right? And it's really cool that he was the storyteller for Dungeons and Dragons, and he was able to turn that, and we're able to acknowledge that Dungeons and Dragons treasure trove of a storytelling inspiration for people, you know? And I think it can pull out, you know, the creativity and the storytelling in people in a really lovely way, you know? And so it's really cool that he did that. And I don't know, again, seeing him do art and tell stories, it felt like I was reunited with that character after he went on like a very bender of being a freak for several seasons. That made me very happy. It's weird they put him in Stephen King glasses. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Whatever, on his little typewriter. But also, it's obviously fucking Stand By Me. Like, without even a fucking shred of doubt, it's just the ending of Stand By Me. But it's a very simple ending. They don't say much else about him, but I thought it was not... I don't think anyone expected that character to end, but I thought it was nice that... I just like that he was a creative person and that they capitalized on... They just gave D&D the credit I think it deserved as a piece of storytelling, as like a mechanism, as its own form of media, its own form...
Yeah.
Right? So that was really cool. And I think it worked. I think it worked fine. It's a little sad. I hope he's not lonely his whole fucking life just with his typewriter. I hope he gets a family or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Oh, and then
he writes fanfic about him and Elle having like a
basically
together.
That's basically what he does.
That he lives vicariously through his stories.
Yes. Don't we all? But anyway.
Will's
thing
is great too.
Will's ending is very simple but very believable.
Yeah.
You know,
it's all we needed.
Will's ending was immediately ruined for me by the internet.
Oh god.
He's in Milwaukee, and they're like, "Oh, that's the same time as Jeffrey Dahmer's in there, or whatever."
Hold on, he's not in Milwaukee. It's like Volokov D-play. He's talking.
Okay.
People misheard it. He's not actually in Milwaukee. He said like Volokov D&D.
No, I heard but I figured that was like Mike knew he was going to Milwaukee, so I'm gonna make up a town that sounds like Milwaukee.
I don't think he knew.
That's what I registered it as.
I think he's just in some big town. I don't know. I think
he's in Milwaukee, and Dahmer's gonna get him. So
also, don't go to Milwaukee. That's not the place to find acceptance.
But also, fucking good luck, Dahmer. He'll Vecna you.
Yeah, he'll
fuck it. I guess he can't theoretically.
But I like that his like fashion and his hairstyle changed because now he has to live that identity more. Yeah. He doesn't need to hide anymore. Yeah. So I thought that you know it just felt very like a lot of people who go through that will leave home, go a place where there'll be more people like them, and then they'll be able to... It just felt very logical to me, and it was nice to see.
That scene, like, I'm pretty sure...
Yeah.
That's literally... I'm pretty sure... I don't know if it got leaked or if it got revealed, but I remember we saw that, like, way back. So I knew about that character. I mean, he's not a character. He shows up on screen.
I didn't know about it.
I remember seeing this. It was very weird. Like, that was a long time ago. So it was really weird to finally see that. I was like, oh, yeah.
Also, again, the fact that Mike is the one who imagines the scenario for him is a great bookend to their dynamic and their friendship, I think, is very... He specifically said...
That is all fake, huh? technically.
He said, "Well, it's weird. It's like fake, but it's like they could go do that. They could not. You know, it's one of those things.
Probably.
That's canon to me. It's canon to me. It's real. It's real.
I mean,
except for Elle finding the 3 waterfalls, apparently.
Yeah,
it might be
that
real.
Could be whatever. I guess you could either have a horrible message, okay, but really poorly, made. Anyway, I don't know. It's stupid.
Right.
But yeah, that was great, and obviously them all.
Yeah.
D&D character things.
They got Max to play D&D. That's pretty cool.
I want to make a fucking binder. What the fuck? I want to do that. When I saw that I was like, I want to make a binder.
That requires you to write everying down.
Yeah.
Crazy person.
That requires us ever playing D&D again, bro.
I know. No, I want to play D&D. I'd really, honestly, especially after watching this, I was like, fuck, I really want to play D&D.
We should.
I wish.
I have one thing I want to talk about before
Do it.
The end credits. If there was one thing that almost made me cry, it was probably those. That, I don't know what it was. It's really simple. It's just like drawings, but that paired with the music was enough to make me go, okay, yep, that's everything I ever wanted right there. The payoff of playing covers of David Bowie's Heroes throughout the show and then finally playing the actual song at the end was just such a beautiful moment for me. And also, again, I mentioned this earlier. It's like weirdly nostalgic because of like Bottom 3.
That was weird. Also because like the way that cues in when it's exactly like the moment in the song that I did.
Yeah,
it was really like it was a little. I was so surprised.
Bottom,
I was not expecting that song. I was like,
when that came on, I was like, oh, fuck me. Heroes, no. And then I skipped it because I did not have the emotional capacity for that at that moment.
Oh. I love the credits. I love how it's all scenes, but in like black and white. And then also, by the way, people are fucking stupid. They're taking the ending of the shot where it shows the manual way too literally, and that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I knew people would. Like it was all a campaign.
Yep, here we go.
I'm like, you guys are fucking nimrods. You guys are actual morons.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb because why would you do a D&D campaign where in the D&D campaign they play D&D? What the fuck is this fucking cyclical fucking weird shit?
It's so meta. It's so meta.
Can you imagine if like Ty's our dungeon master and playing and he goes, and then Malachi the Brave and fucking Gongo the Green Man pull out their D&D thing and start playing D&D in the tavern. What?
And then we cut to D&D within D&D.
Kingsley, roll to roll. Okay.
Roll to roll,
and we'll see what your role is in the game. But that was a beautiful note.
Come up with an additional fictional character that you will be playing, but as dude. This is so dumb. I'm
gonna need your OC to create an OC. Okay.
Look. Genuine complaints be damned. There was a lot of stupidity going around this season. Good God.
Yeah. There's one thing I wanted to say. Tej. I was getting to it. I really like Mike looking down and all the kids. That was great. Yes. That was lovely. That was perfect. And then
that was another thing where I was like, oh, sequel because it's the next generation.
Well, they played a remix of the Stranger Things theme, and again, I got goose pimples. I did.
Yeah.
No, not that one. It's that. Yeah, I love that. I didn't even pick up on that. I have a weird thing with like music like that. Like I'm always just like, oh, it's the remix of the thing. I love that.
Also, by the way, I wanted to note, I loved this in season 2 when Max is trying to convince Mike to like let her join the friend group. He's like, we already have a full party. We don't need. And she's like, I can be a Zoomer, and she makes up a fake class, right?
Yep.
And I really like that Mike wrote in the Zoomer class just for her in this, and he's like, in the Zoomer and the Knight, like he did it. I thought that was kind of fun. That was cute. That he like
she's gave a Zoomer.
He created a class just for her because she didn't know.
Zoomer. I would not.
I love
be
how into it she is. I love how invested she is in the D&D shit. That was so fun. As a character, she's the one character who
the most invested.
Yes, she didn't play D&D at all, and then we get to see her get so swept up in it. That was very cool.
She even calls it. Cool. She calls it dumb. She's like ignores it in season 4. She's like, "This is dumb." He's like, so that was some great payoff. They should make Zoomer an actual D&D class now. That's what they should do.
Ty, need a Zoomer.
There is an actual Stranger Things module that they put out for this season.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So it might be in there.
Maybe.
Interesting.
There you go. Is that all?
Good. That's
everything?
all I can really think of right now.
All
I'm
we
sure
can muster.
Yeah. I think
Overall, it's right above season 2. I think for most of us.
Yeah. It's the only thing that is like even if this is messier, at least it's more interesting. Problem with season 2 is it's just not interesting. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's just so at least there was. And there are really high highs this season. I mean, there's some very high highs this season.
Will fucking getting his fucking all the fights with the
Mike
Demogorgons.
leading all the Gorgons freaking out and tearing up all the soldiers. That was dope.
Yep.
the lore about
Vecna's
when
entrance.
Nancy shoots the fucking orb and then it starts making everything freak out. That was sick.
That's
That was
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
The reveal of the fucking of the worm. Yeah.
The worm,
great.
the actual literal worm hole. Yes, that was. Yes.
Yeah.
There was great shit this season, but I think it was too much. I think there was too much other shit they had that was not.
It was buried
was too
in
much.
expectation and just inconsistency.
Yeah. Yes. And it's. Yeah, like I said, I like that 11 needs to leave the character. That makes sense. It's just their justification around that. That's where I have my problems.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. And thank God they gave an out so that I do not live in a hell where it's just a generation of people to jump off a bridge if their life is too hard. Thank fucking God for that.
If you're important or special, kill yourself.
Die.
God.
Oh, Kay should have gotten her
basically-
fucking head split open.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Like fucking.
I don't think they intentionally. I just think they didn't think it through at all.
No.
I think that was the problem.
Well, I think what happened is they almost like they realized, oh, this is really fucked up. We need to have this retroactive Mike be like,
Yeah.
well, actually, this happened instead.
Wait a minute.
And then they realized
Like-
that didn't make any sense
You know,
either.
would have been amazing. It's just like all the military people chase her into the portal, and then they just go right through her, reveal she's an illusion, and then they get wiped out. The end.
They should have all been there. They should have been there in the first place.
I
because
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, I don't
We
know
don't
what the fuck is going on with the military. I don't.
they
it's
sucked.
fucking-
They
It's
sucked.
literally
it was like
literally
That
just
was-
filler.
that was the
Sucked.
worst
Sucked ass.
part. That was the worst part of the season. Easily.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of
Yeah.
the
Can I
military
tell you
shit
something?
was horrible.
Yeah.
Can I tell you
Yeah.
something? Whenever a show or a movie, usually a show that has multiple seasons, will bring back a famous 80s actor or actress or a famous actor or actress and cast them in a role, and it's like later on in the series run, and it's like, oh, we're bringing in, what's her name from Terminator to come in. Yet, in my opinion, like the second they casted her, I knew I was like, this character is going to be very undeveloped. Because they clearly know they have nothing else to sell this character on. So they're just going to hope and pray they cast this really popular actor to like make this character worthwhile. But what happens is then everyone thinks, oh my God, they're being played by this popular actor. This character must be fucking. It's actually the opposite. It's trying to make up for the fact that the character sucks.
Yeah.
That's I can't point out any specifics, but I know it's happened before and stuff.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
'cause I
happen.
actually liked the
It's gonna happen.
Marvel
again.
does it all the time. Marvel's
Yeah,
done it
absolutely.
500 times.
Yeah, like
I mean-
Zeus or fucking whatever that guy was in Ant-Man 3 or, Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll cast
it's
like...
gonna happen in The Mandalorian again with
Right.
Ripley.
I promise you that character is super fucking boring. I fucking
Oh, I
promise
100%.
you.
dude, when I saw her, I was like, I don't care. This is the chick from Avatar, but she's not gonna get turned into a baby. Like she's not gonna get.
Come
Alien.
on, man.
Alien, bro.
Alien. Dude.
No, I mean I mean her character is the same in Avatar. I don't care about her in
Oh,
Avatar.
yeah, yeah.
Is what I'm
Okay.
saying. She's lame in Avatar. She's just a woman who turns into like she is now a blue child, but at first she's just Sigourney Weaver in Avatar, going, "We can turn you blue, Jake Sully." Jake Sully's like,
You're
okay.
blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
You what I was actually gonna say. Never mind. It's a whole tangent. We should just wrap this up.
Yeah, this
Unless
is,
you guys have
this is
anything else.
about to hit. No, it's about to hit the 2-hour mark.
Okay, that's all right.
Not bad.
All right.
Well, considering you're about to
it
have
was kinda
6
good, though.
hours of video to edit.
Yeah, right. For us, it's been 6 hours. For them, it's been 2.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fucking hell.
Walking hell, man.
We love you guys.
That's just Stranger Things
Happy
over.
New Year.
I'm telling you, 10, 15 years, they're gonna do some kind of
They're gonna do a movie or
some
something.
kind of what?
or a movie, yeah, or a special, or one season, or a mini series, or something. I
Yeah.
promise you, it's gonna.
They'll
Guaranteed.
bring back the
they're-
Mind Flayer, and Elle will come back.
They're
and
gonna
blah, blah,
milk
blah.
this brand. They're gonna milk it till it's fucking dry. Okay, I'm telling you. All right. You guys are like Braden's so excited for the anime. I don't actually care about the animated show that much. I'm gonna be complete. Maybe when it comes out, I'll watch it, but I don't care about it right now.
I'm more excited for the animated show because it's animation than I am because it's Stranger Things. I just like
That's
animation.
that's valid. That's completely valid. That is completely.
I'm just
Got
interested
kind of-
to see what like the plant Magorgons are. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't actually really care that much about anything to do with it, to be honest.
Yeah. All right.
Stranger Things is done, and we're done too.
We are. Fuck out of here.
Bye, everyone. We
Bye.
love you. Have a happy New Year.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
Oh,